Alright, gamers! Are you guys ready to, as the chat would say, eat the Pokemon? I think we're all set up here, so for those of you that missed the last stream, we had a couple of not so nice incidents happen, so we lost 3 of our Pokemon, so half of our team. But we were able to actually replace Birdly with an evolved form of that same Pokemon. Pretty much same moveset, so not too much has changed, except that Pokemon is a little bit stronger. How many did we lose? We lost 3 in total. So we can actually come over here to the graveyard. Just to kinda take a look at them. Oh wait, no, we lost 4, right? Because we lost Shuppet as well. Yep, so we're gonna change this to the graveyard. Okay, cemetery then, I guess. Didn't leave you with a lot of spaces in these Nintendo games. Cemetery. Just barely enough for the cemetery. We lost 4. We lost Blokey, we lost Birdly, we lost Queen, and we lost Swatch. But not to worry, because like I said, we do have Task now for Task Manager. We got Jockington. Jockington actually came from a fossil. We had a fossil, we finally made it to Nakreen City here, meaning we were able to revive that fossil into Jockington. Kind of exciting. I know. Also, what did you guys think of the music pre-stream? I've been trying to work on making the stream a little bit nicer lately. And I've got one of my artists trying to nag me to get some additional stuff made for the stream, but I just do not have the money for that right now. Right now, at this particular point in my career, I'm not making enough money on or off stream to do any further with the money. Oh yeah, and my editor's fixing up some videos for, specifically for the playthrough here in Pokemon White. They are all up on the VODs channel, if you guys want to go check that out, if you've missed any of those. And I have started uploading the Deltarune videos to the VODs channel as well, so starting some financial goals you wanted to fulfill too. Yeah, I want to start being able to make money, and I need to still look into how the process for doing sponsored content goes. I'm just really nervous about sponsored content, because with sponsored content, I would want to feel a little bit more confident in the product that I am selling. Oh! My editor tells me the videos are looking pretty good so far. And that one of our side ventures is progressing. Alright, so we are here in the forest to grind up some levels because, oh boy, I'm not confident about taking on the gym leader and stuff. Yeah, I want to look into doing, basically running ads for the channel because then I'd be able to actually start circling in some more stuff for you guys and make the channel a little bit nicer. Look, some people call me a tree hugger, some people use words that are just frankly profane to describe what I do to the trees, but all that matters is that those trees get what they need. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going to switch out to Jockington because this thing is kicking our ass. It is taking too long. A tree lover. Yeah, you could say that. Oh, you need to hit me in order for counter to work. I suppose acid is probably the best choice, because doesn't it have the thing where it hits you? It hurts you if you hit it with a physical attack. Okay, this sucks because there's still 2 Pokemon we have to get through here. Carvana! Carvine made easy. Okay, let's hope this thing tries to attack us as a first resort. Yeah, perfect, good. We can handle that. That honestly didn't do all too much. How about a glare? Should paralyze you? Question mark. Okay, sorry, just had to have a quick word with my editor. A little bit distracted on this stream, but that's fine. Lots of messages from the people who help make this stream work, and that's important. They're important too. I may be the face of this operation, but the people who work behind the scenes are just as important, if not more important sometimes. Keep battling, but we're probably gonna heal up. Damn it. You're the faceless face of this stream. I've been considering adding in face. But that's also yet another investment. Can't just spoil y'all that I'm planning on eventually adding face. I mean, eventually. It depends on the route I go down, because, like, I love the idea of having the PNG tuber stuff. It's just that it's been such a struggle getting it set up properly. Like, if I can get the PNG tuber stuff to actually work and set up the way that I want it to, then you guys will never have to worry about me revealing my ugly mug on stream. But the other thing is, I really don't want it to turn into... I don't want it to turn into some, like, big hullabaloo where people are like, oh, Rhythm Reaper's gonna show her face on stream finally. Oh, it's gonna be, like, a major reveal. I don't want that. That's just silliness and overhype. And it's not something I ever want... I don't want to, like, try to overhype silly, ridiculous stuff. Which is also why I'm so hesitant about some of the sponsored content that's available. Because a bunch of it is stuff that's... a bunch of it that I have been looking at and seems to be available. It's stuff that I wouldn't use or I wouldn't have a use for. Yeah, and I don't want that. It's stuff that I wouldn't have a use for, or I wouldn't use personally. And, like, if I'm not going to test it first, and I don't have some level of confidence that it is a good product that I'm screaming to my masses about, then I really don't want to sit there and tell you guys, hey, go buy this, go use this product, go use this service. So that's going to be a big struggle with sponsored content. Thankfully, that is also a little bit further down the line. Anyway, let's kill this octopus, shall we? Obvious answer, we try everything now? There are definitely some sponsorships that I would take. Especially if I had the chance to play around with them and take a peek at them first, but like I said, it's not happening now. Anyway, a bunch of our Pokemon got a little bit hurt from that, or at least Jockington. And Jockington... So, I imagine most of the people that... I know that most of the people that were here weren't here for Jockington's introduction. Jockington's so strong, so much stronger than our other Pokemon right now. Pretty much entirely because he was a fossil Pokemon. There was some balancing options. And the balancing says that Fossil should be resurrected at level 20 now instead of level 5, like they were prior to balancing, prior to patching. Basically, in Pokemon Black and White, your first fossil you're going to get, your team's going to be around level 5. Or, not level 5. Around level 20. But it still revives at level 5, because that's just what the game developers decided was what your revived Pokemon should be. And that's a problem. Are you allowed to make fossil Pokemon? I'm saying I'm allowed to make fossil Pokemon. I'm treating them like the gift Pokemon, in the same way that I was allowed to take that Pokemon that was being offered to me in the Dream Yard. So I am very much treating it like a gift Pokemon as a Pokemon that is given to me. And especially with as much difficulty as we're having with this challenge, it is one of the few things that I'm saying I don't care what the rules are. I am making this rule that I'm allowed to take it. For things that are more on the fence... Oh, wow, Jesus, that sucks. For things that are more on the fence, that are more controversial and more like, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, those are things I like to leave to chat. Like, if we get team wiped, but it was for something stupid and I feel like I should get a mulligan, or like one of our really powerful Pokemon goes down, or if a really weak Pokemon goes down, and I think we deserve to not have it die, that's up to you, chat. That is something I will ask chat. Wow, this is... You suck. Tentacruel sucks, by the way. You like... Oh, you like Tentacool? You're a Tentacool fan? Whoa! Research overload. Just name-dropping your nemesis in chat? Wow. That's crazy, bro. I'm a big fan of the snake Pokemon. I can't tell if we hate each other or not. We're supposed to be arch-nemesis. I mean, you guys could be this nifty little word called frenemies. Oh, summoning the person that you love hate. Y'all have a complicated relationship, I get it. Yeah, y'all are frenemies. Total frenemies. Y'all like disliking each other. Are there any items over there? It doesn't look like it. So, the dark grass has double battles in it, and those double battles can be pretty crazy. Let's go try one. Let's see if we can get something. Oh, Pidgey! Okay, Pidgey's not bad. It'd be better if we had something specific to counter it, but it's not bad. You think they started it? I mean... Does it really matter who started what? No, we don't get to keep Pidgey. No, you misunderstood my excitement. I was hoping for something that I had specifically a type advantage on, because those are going to be easier to fight. We don't get another encounter to catch until after the gym leader. Yes, I'm playing with your feelings, Minor Chica. That is an accurate assessment of what's happening. Also, I'm not getting very much experience from these Pidgeys, which sucks. I know this is counterproductive, using Uproar after putting them to sleep. But, like, I just want them to miss a turn. I want to play with their feelings, you know? Anyway, let's beat up this kid. He just got a special Pokemon. I'm terrified to learn what that means. Youngster Pansy? He has a Bronzor. Oh, yay. Now just remember, chat, Bronzor is one of our least favorite Pokemon. Especially for having to fight. This is a prime example of why. Vessel might be our best shot here. Vessel's doing really well. Oh, confusion. Okay, let's really hope our Sand Attack does some work. Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna be asleep, confused, paralyzed, poisoned. You know what? Just all of them. All of the stat conditions. Love to see it. Love to see it. Vessel, how and why are you still confused? I need you to snap the heck out of this. Honestly, chat, this is just what it feels like to play Overwatch. You spend all your time confused, getting hurt, and then dying. Oh, and let's not forget falling asleep at the keyboard. At least that's what it feels like all of my teammates do. Not you, Minor Chica. You're pretty cool. It's all the other teammates that fall asleep at the keyboard. Do we have an awakening? No, but we specifically have the wake up berry. Oh, and we finally snap out of confusion long enough to make it to where its attacks aren't 100% accuracy. And he puts us right back to sleep. But you know what? We still have a couple of those wake up berries. I get sand attacked again, you nerd. Alright. I guess there's just no real chance that it doesn't miss that attack. Alright, how does water gun feel? Substantial. We'll continue with that. And what do you know? Task grew up to level 15. We got a Clink to worry about. Clink. Clink. Full on steel type. It's not ideal, but I don't think it should have any psychic type moves. Oh, right, Intimidate. Perfect. We're gonna Glare. Give it that Paralysis. Heck yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Oh yeah, and then we're just gonna go to town on biting it. Oh, between the flinches and the paralysis? Oh yeah. Stunning work, Jockington. Catch some different Pokemon? Eh. So how's everybody's week going so far? It's, what, Tuesday today? Yeah, it's Tuesday. How's everybody's week looking? Everybody thinks they're gonna have a pretty good week? Without too much trouble? I'm thinking my week's gonna be mostly, what's the word there? What's the word? Uneventful. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. I also like to hear when your guys is finding so many things to do. That's awesome. Love to hear the good news, but I also want to hear your bad news if y'all have any. I want to feel like I'm a safe place that you guys can talk to. Uneventful is so much fun, and it leaves so much room to do cool stuff. Cool stuff like learning how to crochet, or in my case, learning how to finish a crochet project. Allergic to rabbits? Oh man, how'd you find that out? And a poison powder. You didn't. You just think you're allergic to rabbits. That's fair. Well, I hope that you are not in a position where you have to find out. No, I wasn't able to lower its attack. Oh no. What does acid specifically do? Chance of lowering its special defense. That's pretty cool. I have a couple of things that I think I'm allergic to, but none of them are particularly serious. So I'm thankfully in a pretty good position myself. I think they'd be cool to grow while doing a homestead. Homesteading could definitely be cool. So I'm supposed to have a fighting type Pokemon dealing with... Oh, no. No, I didn't mean to get into this fight. I should hope not. I'd like to keep you around for a while. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm kind of sort of allergic to dust mites. At least that's what my doctors told me. Oh no. Sort of. The tests were more of, I'm not 100% sure, because the tests were really weird. Mostly in the fact that I had 3 calls about the results and each of them saying that the other doctors were incorrect. No, no, no. Dust bunnies will kill us both. No, I've actually got an automatic vacuum. It's not the best. It actually misses quite a bit of stuff, but it does get a good bit of dust out of the ground, out of the carpet. Oh no, Jockington. Oh yay, Jockington. Good job, buddy. Atta girl. So no one knew what the other was saying, but the other doctors were wrong. More like both of them said... Okay, so the first doctor told me that I was allergic to mold. Like a specific strain of mold that would have been in the grass in the field I was playing in when I went into anaphylactic shock and had to be taken to the hospital. And they took some blood tests at the hospital. The first doctor that called me back told me I was allergic to mold. The second doctor that called me back asked about the results. I told them the doctor had said I was allergic to mold, and he said, no, that's wrong. You're allergic to dust. And then the third one, I don't remember what they were calling about, but I had expressed something along those lines, and they said, no, 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 you're not allergic to dust, you're allergic to dust mites. Which is basically... I mean, as long as we're able to keep a homestead clean, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I haven't really run into that issue since. Thankfully. I think it's just that the situation I was in was really, really, really bad. I mean, worst case, if I were to be part of a homestead and couldn't continue doing the homestead, it wouldn't be completely impossible for me to move back to the city. I actually lived out in a more rural country environment most of my life. It was only once I was an adult that I moved out of the city and away from my family, because my family is not the greatest. But that's enough, you know, talking about them. They aren't important. They are very ancillary to my career. The important part is this gosh darn Whalmer. There's a higher level than almost any of my Pokemon. The audacity. Also, I've noticed chat hasn't used the sound alerts button today. Is that still working? Y'all having any problems or issues with it? Ooh, maybe actually now might be a good time to bring up a couple of small adjustments that I have made to make the stream a little bit more comfortable for chat. So, number one, I did finally find an extension that would allow me to do polls in the chat. So, like, basically ask you guys a question and you take a vote on it. I haven't had a chance to test it out. It would take some configuring, but it is something that I have seen and should be addable. Likely in the same way that our text alert, or sound alerts button is, which you should see on the side of your screen. Another really big improvement is you may have noticed that you haven't heard the Windows plugging in and unplugging sound effect during this stream so far. I know it was...
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
Chat is really curious about what I'm doing with my ass. As you guys may have noticed. But as I was saying, you may have noticed that you haven't heard the Windows, you know, plugging in, unplugging sound effect during this stream. That's because I have turned it off entirely. Anyway, this is the reason we can't progress and we can't get another encounter. It's a good ass. No, I can't stream my ass, unfortunately. It's not that kind of stream. But if you guys want to head over to my OnlyFans, I'm joking. There is not an OnlyFans at this time. Ooh, a self-kill. Come on now. Right, you're right, my bad. I'm sorry. It's just that Mr. Tenna has way too many donkeys backstage. Which actually kind of sounds like it would be an euphemism for having a very large ass. You got a lot of donkeys backstage, don't ya? But you have a thing. Yeah, you can't have your accuracy lowered. It growled at me. Oh, don't peck me. My vessel is just a soft little boy. Don't peck my vessel. You gotta make sure to add backstage, you know? You've got a lot of donkeys backstage, don't you? Yep, makes sense. Hooray, vessel leveled up. Yeah, that's just gonna be first part of the stream tonight, is leveling up our Pokemon. Because I am frankly fucking terrified of that gym. This is the first, this is by far the furthest we have been. And I don't want to muck that up. Vessel. Am I saying that weird? Am I saying it weird, chat? Chat, there's a tentacle here. Wait, who's Cemetery from Deltarune? There's not a character named Cemetery from Deltarune. Cemetery is a graveyard, Minor Chica. Because those are the rules of the Nuzlocke, is that when a Pokemon dies, they go to the cemetery. Smaller than the other one? Who's smaller than the other what? Oh, Tentacool. Tentacool is smaller than the Tentacruel? Yes. Because Tentacool evolves into Tentacruel. It is a graveyard. Whoa! Who is Cemetery? But then who was Foam? Are you... Where are you seeing Cemetery, though? That was so long ago. That was at the beginning of stream. Are you accidentally back at the beginning of stream? If so, then I'm impressed. In my head, I was thinking about the graveyard. I was thinking, you know what? You're right, I could have named it better. You're right, we're going back there and we're renaming that box. If we survive. I don't want to play with you. Go away. We're going back to that box. I will say, this is probably one of the better places to grind in the entire game, in probably any of the Pokemon games. Because there's a lady there who just heals your Pokemon for completely free. Right next to the patch of grass. You don't have to walk all the way back. It's just right there. You don't have to go in a building even. Just right there, like 3 steps away from a patch of grass. But yeah, you've opened my eyes, Minor Chica. We need to change the name of that box. Okay, we can't fit the whole thing here, so we're just gonna have to Snowgrave. Guys, it's the Snowgrave! We are gonna buy some potions. Because after we finish up grinding... Which I say maybe we grind for the next, like, 15-ish minutes. So we're not taking too much of the stream's time. Then we go to the gym. And last time we actually already fought In, who is before the gym. Like, right when you walk into the gym. So we don't have to worry about him today. Hooray! I think we lost one of our Pokemon to him, and that was very sad and a little bit devastating, but we still managed to succeed. It was actually really terrifying because, I was going in because I was so low on Pokemon. But I knew I'd be able to get a new one. No, you have an ice type move, and that makes you just fucking I think you have an ice type move and a psychic type move. So you're actually devastating to everyone else on my team. You know, chat, I should probably go get some heals at some point. I know I'm already one of the prettiest girls any of y'all have ever seen, but I've actually, I've not really worn heels very much in my life. Some people don't deal well with them, and others do. I don't think it would be something I'm wearing all the time. It would just be something I would put on occasionally to look pretty for certain events. I already have a pair of, I don't know what you would call them, boots that have a heel at the back of them, and I like those. Those are really nice. I don't wear them often enough, I don't think. Pack some flats so you have a way. I should get some flats. I used to have some flats, but I ended up abandoning them for my tennis shoes a while back. I should ask my editor if she wants to go pick out some flats with me. That was the wrong move. Didn't mean to pick Growl. Growl. Hell yeah. That's gonna be my big streaming perk. Top donations get to go on a shopping trip with me. Once a month. The top donators each month would get to go on a virtual shopping trip with me. How do you guys... Is that silly? That's a joke. I want to make that clear. This is in no way a binding agreement with my chat. Still, I would like to figure out some rewards for chat. Too late. Oh no! Minor Chica! Well, it's a good thing nobody can donate to my channel. Haha. It's a good thing nobody can donate to my channel because it's too small. Leech Light. Finally, a use for Jackenstein. I love him in Deltarune. It's just that this particular Pokemon is pretty weak. It's a good evolution, though. I would love to see more evolutions out of my team. We can't see one out of Task, but Jockington... Oh, we did evolve Vessel. We did evolve Vessel. We forced Vessel's evolution. So for you guys that weren't here for Vessel's evolution, we were hoping for a Flareon. But ultimately we decided we needed a stronger Pokemon. We needed a Pokemon that was already evolved. And Vessel just happened to already be there for us. Whirlipede! If only I hadn't completely given up all of my flying type moves. And by that I very much mean lost them when I lost my other flying type Pokemon. I miss Swatch. Oh, chat, we also need to be thinking about what other games we want to play. So we are, I'm thinking we're actually going to continue doing Deltarune. I think we're going to start on the quote-unquote weird routes. Do all of the mean, not-so-nice stuff and see what happens with that on a completely different save file. And be a bad person. I know, it's gonna be so mean and so bad, and I'm gonna feel so bad about it. But on the other hand, there's just not a lot of other games that are kind of popular right now that I'm into the vibe of. That being said, though, I do have a pretty expansive library of about... Hold on, let me get a number here. About 287 games on Steam. So, very much, if you guys make some suggestions. There's a few that I would very much love to play on stream. There's a whole bunch that I haven't even started. Oh, such as XCOM. I would love to play XCOM at some point for you guys. It'd be very fun, and I would love to put all of my commenters as characters in that. I know it's a bit of an older game, but I just really do enjoy the mechanics of it. I've never beaten it. I haven't really gotten particularly far in it. So if you'd like to see yourself as a soldier fighting for the peace of the planet, against an alien invasion that's already been set in for a few years. Just run. I don't want to deal with this. If you wanna help save the planet from the aliens who have not only invaded but have already kind of made their presence the norm. What do we have? Oh, prize money. Why don't I have that equipped to someone? Which one of you feels like you would give me more money if you join in? Let's go to task. Oh, we have a ton of comet shards. We just have to find a buyer for those. Ice type, bug type, dark type. Just in case we ever get hit by an ice type unsuspectingly. RoboPass. Let's whip out our vessel. Just remember to be careful where you whip out your vessel. Last time I did that in a church, I got into a whole lot of trouble. So there are two things in particular that I am wanting out of Vessel right now. So you might notice, or you might see that its health is at 75 as a max health. I want that to go over 80. Getting into trouble's half the fun, especially in church. I agree with you, Minor Chica. So I want Vessel's health to be over 80. I would like to have more than 80 max health. You may remember that we lost a couple of Pokemon to a particular move called Dragon Rage. And that's really the reason. That's like the whole reason. Dragon Rage does 40 damage no matter who you are. And Jackenstein here, having only 39, that's a one-hit KO guaranteed. Now for everyone else on our team, it's still a 2-hit. It's still a 2-tap. If I switch into that Pokemon, then they can just lower our health once and then get rid of us. At least with Vessel right now, it would have to be 2 specific Dragon Rages. And once we get over that barrier, that hurdle, and we have 81 health, then that's it. That is 3 Dragon Rages, and it typically becomes not a problem at that point. But Vessel's special. Vessel's a Vaporeon. Vaporeons get access to Ice-type moves, too. At least typically. And Ice-type is specifically strong against Dragon-type. Now the only problem with that is that looking at the learn set for this particular Pokemon is that's going to be a ways away before we specifically learn an Ice-type move. As in, like, in the 30s. Which is going to be mid to late game. For us. Most likely. So, you know, not our favorite thing. Hopefully we can encounter one of those TMs. Yeah, one of those TMs that would let us have some fun, teach it a cool, special Ice-type move. But we've actually been struggling to find any of those TMs at all. I feel like they were more common than what we're seeing here today in this particular playthrough. So I don't know if some of them just ended up getting randomized with the items on the ground. Or if Pokemon Black and White just had so few TMs to find. We'll find out, though. Oh, this is actually a really good circumstance here. This is perfect for you, Jackenstein. You get to be a bug. A little bug. Yeah, items on the ground. So items on the ground are randomized. All of the things we've been picking up off the ground, like the berries. Yes, that is an option to completely randomize that. There's like two things you can do with it. You can completely randomize it, or you can just shuffle them around. So if it is somewhere, it'll be somewhere else. We chose to randomize it, which ends up being that there's some weird stuff on the ground. Sometimes. But yes, that was absolutely one of the options, and it is one of the options we did because I find it to be so much fun. Ooh, Fury Cutter! Let's check that out. It increases if it's hit in succession. So if we do that, and then we do it again, and then we do it again, it gets better and better and better. Everybody keep track of that, because if we find ourselves with access to a metronome, then that becomes a really good combo. Which does pretty much the same thing. If you use the same attack over and over again, it increases it with the metronome. Alright, how much power did Leech Light have? Also 20, so using Fury Cutter over and over and over again is going to be better. Oh hey, we've actually spent all of our grinding time that we had set up, so we're going to go back and heal up and see how strong the gem is. We're going to check it out. We're going to poke around a little bit. Hopefully we're not going to lose, but if we do go in there and it's like, oh yeah, the first trainer Pokemon is level 25 and all of our Pokemon are below that, then we know we've got to come out and do some more grinding. This is also going to be different from the first gym, because you remember the first gym had some weird type discrepancies. That's because it's 3 people running the same gym. So the trainers get confused and don't have the same typing with their gym leader that they're supposed to. I said run! No! Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Neither of us want this. Okay? Okay, Floatzel, neither of us want this. Get poisoned, you fat drunk. So while you're dealing with that poison, we're gonna heal up, and then we're just gonna kick your ass. Since you didn't want to listen, you didn't want to just let us walk away. That's all you had to do. You could have just let us walk away. Thank you for the health restorative. Thank you. Very helpful for kicking your ass. Could just walk away, but you're fat drunk and you didn't realize that. Also, you look funny. And I fucked your mom. Alright, who's ready for the gym? Wish there was an option to donate and I could give you status effects or heal you. So, Minor Chica. To donate, to give me status effects, heal me, all of that. That is a thing. It's called crowd control. And I would love to do a version of this where we do that. The only thing is, so, for crowd control, this is actually really exciting because I do want to do a crowd control stream with you guys. The only thing is that there are 3 options for having you guys do it. Option number 1, drunk crowd control. We could do a drunk crowd control as well. I'd be more than down to do that. So, option number 1, right? Option number 1 would be that everything is free. That's too much chaos. Far too much chaos to just have everything be free and give you guys completely full reign to do whatever you want to my character in game. The other 2 options, I'm not sure that I'm able to do. One of them I know I can't do right now, and that is to have channel points that you can exchange. So with channel points, you'd be able to, you know,
naked grandma! Naked, huh?
Yes, you get naked grandma with channel points. So you notice how it says for bits, for 0 bits. In theory, you guys can give money, which turns into bits, and that's tipping, donating. That would go into that. I think you guys can pay money to do I think I could have set it to where you guys would have had to pay money to do the sound alerts. I didn't because I don't want to. And I imagine crowd control would be the same way, where you would hook up your bank account and pay an actual dollar for each of these things. But that seems just really bad. Like, yeah, it would give me money more directly from you guys, and I would appreciate the hell out of that, but asking you guys directly for money, especially when I'm not even a big streamer or anything, it feels a little bit scummy. Channel points, on the other hand. Channel points you earn just for watching. So you would earn channel points every time you watch one of my streams, and you can cash those in for things like... When will you have pay stuff that I can do? In theory, pay stuff that you can do would be when I have access to the affiliate program. Which for stream, I'm not 100% sure how to become affiliated, but I know part of the path to that is to have more channel followers. So we have, I think, 18 followers currently. Is that what the funny little number down there says? 18? That's what I'm seeing on my end anyways. Once we have 25 of those, I believe I can start the path to requesting to be an affiliate of Twitch. And at that point, you guys will be able to subscribe for $5, which means you would be able to skip ad rolls and stuff that would be coming up on my channel. With that, I would also be able to add in channel emotes, because I can't add in channel emotes until I become a Twitch affiliate or partner. And with that, I would like to change over the sound alert system that you guys have been using, that you guys absolutely love. I would like to change it over to being channel points, because once I'm an affiliate, you guys will get channel points. And I would like most of my things to be available for channel points. I would like them to also be available for tipping, so you guys could tip. But that would be the point at which most things go from being free to being you either have to pay actual money or you have to watch the streams and get the channel points to spend on things. because the channel points would be interactions with me. It would be kind of a show that you are watching the ads, or really not watching the ads. And having all of that set up would be, either way, still earning me money. As much as I want to give you guys free stuff, channel points, once we transition over to that, channel points will still be free. You would have a lot of interactions. I would hope so. But yes, watching the stream would earn you guys channel points, which I would make it to where you guys can spend on that. I think I would probably separate it out to where there are things that are in each category and are exclusive to each category. So I'm thinking probably TTS, text-to-speech, which means you would be able to pay money to have something announced on stream. I've seen that in a lot of circumstances. That one I would probably say fully tip. That is fully, exclusively something you can only do if you give me like $5. And I understand how some people would see that as a little bit of unfair, a little bit like, oh, I don't want to spend $5. Well, you are taking time directly from my stream to say something entirely well, not entirely, but almost entirely unmoderated by me. I have very little, if any, chance to veto that TTS, and it's just something that's going to happen on my screen, on my stream, without my permission. It's a little bit fair that you are directly, explicitly giving me some money for that, in my opinion. I've worked that out with myself logically, and that would be something only tipping, only money. The sound alerts, I might move over to being just a channel points thing. And then the emotes, I would want to be a subscription thing. Emotes. So, like, I don't have any yet. I want to design some emotes for the channel. That's one of the things that I want to design to improve for the channel, but I can't even upload them and get them figured out how to upload them until I'm an affiliate. So those are the expectations that you guys would see, is I would add TTS that you guys can tip for. The sound alerts interaction would become something that you spend channel points for. And then there would be emotes that you can subscribe to be able to use. And with subscription, you would also be able to skip the ads. That being said, something else that I want to add is a screen for the pre-stream when we have the, hey, stream is starting soon. I want to add a screen for that. In fact, my artist has been kind of pestering me, and that's one of the things that they've been trying to get me to pay for, but I'm just not at a position that I can pay for anything right now, and I think I might design that myself. I want to design the channel emotes myself. They did have something that looked really cool that they showed me today, and I might pay for in the future, but definitely no promises. Anyway, enough of a rant, I hope. I hope that was enough of a rant for you guys. For the YouTube people, thank you for sticking around to listen to this. I'm so sorry. The whole tip. I don't even know when you sent that, Minor Chica, but yes, the whole tip. The whole tip and nothing but the tip. Just the tip. So here this guy is saying that we've got normal type in this gym. That's probably a lie. Let's find out what this gym actually is about type-wise. Shall we? I'm pretty excited, but also pretty nervous. I'm scared. What is this guy throwing at me? School Kid Mark! Hello, everybody! And he sends out a Purloin! It's a Dark-type gym! Dark-type gym is actually really good. Let's hear that victory screech from the chat. It's alright, you guys don't have to. Can I get a W or a hallelujah or your hands thrown up in the air or something from chat though? Because this is actually kind of a big victory. This is actually really good. This is really big for us, chat. This is like super hype. This is...
Victory scream!
Yeah! That's what I wanted! Hell yeah, that's what I wanted. So yeah, this gym is a dark type gym. All of the trainers we're encountering in this library. So this is cool. This is something I wanna mark down. So this will be something for a little art project that's going to be personal for me. Probably won't end up being interacted with at all with stream. I probably won't ever show off this art, but it is something that I would love to play around with and like change the gym and or the trainers and or the leader to match up with the type that they've been randomized into. My first recommendation to you is a book called Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. The bookshelves for children's books are close to the entrance. Okay. Nice to meet you, Pokemon! Look, it's right there! It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokemon for the first time in his life. He's with a small ground Pokemon, and I believe that is supposed to be Patrat, one of the Pokemon from this generation. There is a memo between the pages. Pokemon trainers, I am the gym leader, Lenora. I have hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now this is the first question. What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is on a bookshelf in the middle row. Well, the first Pokemon we met happened to be a Purloin. But that's not vanilla, and it never, it doesn't play with that. It might be Patrat. So this describes the biology of Patrat, and there's a memo on the back cover. As I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? Hint, someone may be reading it. Now, we could talk to her, and she's reading a book about Tepig, which Tepig does do most of that. However, I see. Oh, did you find a memo and come here to look for this book? What does the memo say? I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive. Is this book the correct answer? Yeah! Hooray! And also that cat Pokemon, Purloin, I agree. Purloin is pretty cool and has a nice design. I fucking hate its 3D design though. They did such a poor job with making that actually look like anything remotely reasonable. Unfortunately for us, this is a flying type that we have encountered right now, so our luck with Jackenstein has just kind of run out. But hey, that gives us hope we might not see another flying type in this gym if we're encountering one this early. Alright, well, it used an X defend, so its defense has gone up. So we know that, so we probably just throw up some puke at it, and hopefully lower its special defense in exchange. I think that one's actually a pretty low chance. But yeah, I also like Purloin, just the 3D modelers for it. If you haven't seen the 3D model for Purloin, let me look this up. Purloin Pokemon. Yeah, you look it up and all the initial images are sprite work because the sprite work looks pretty nice on it. But then they decided it needed to stand up in the 3D version because, yeah, kind of just how it needs to be, and it just looks so awful because of this. The sprite work looks amazing, but they abandoned it because they wanted 3D to look a certain way, and it just doesn't. A lot of Pokemon don't look very good in 3D because they were designed for sprite work. And, like, no matter how you... Oh, we almost lost Jockington. We didn't, though. That's good. That's really good. Sorry for this rant. It's just... The move to 3D, while I do overall support it, brought a lot of not great stuff, including just kind of ignoring good design and choosing to make it actively worse arbitrarily. To fit in with what they wanted out of the design. And Jackenstein leveled up. That being said, we're probably going to keep with Jackenstein for the remainder of this gym because it needs the levels. Do you want to read this book? Yeah! Flame burns inside his body and gives off a smoke from its head while it runs. By using steam power, there's a memo. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Well, this is the third question. If you heat up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is this? The hint is on a bookshelf closer to the entrance than here. Connect the dots? No. Adventure on Route 3. Sweets for Pokemon. It talks about Poffins. Finally, last memo. From this bookshelf, move 2 forward, backward, 1 to the left, 2 forward, 1 to the right, and then 1 backward. Which basically puts us right here. We fight school kid Alex, who has a Sandile. We're gonna start with a Stun Spore. Oh, it's Sand Attacks. That sucks. No, everybody hates Sand Attack. Everybody hates Sand Attack. No, boy. Oh wow, that bite was pretty bad actually. Let's bring in Vessel. Bring in a water gun to deal with all this sand. 'Cause it's all coarse, it's all rough, it gets everywhere. Oh no, not Torment. Oh well. Also, sorry about the rant. Oh, guys, 3D... The move to 3D made some choices which I don't necessarily agree with. It made some other things and caused some other things with Pokemon that I just kind of wish they wouldn't have done, and I wish they wouldn't have moved towards. Some of them specifically make challenges like this more difficult, or harder to run, or harder to work, or just not work the way that you would want to play them. Oh, that Sand Tomb might be a problem. I might not be able to switch out. Purloin! Go, Jackenstein! We're gonna leech life. Yeah, we're just gonna leech life again. Yeah, so I'm looking at Lenora right now. I'm not looking at what her team is going to be, but it should keep the same levels, so that's the main thing I'm looking at. And it looks like her team might be a little bit much for us to deal with. It's a little bit scary, but hopefully with strategy and with luck, we'll be able to deal with this. Also, really nice touch right here where the two books fall down after the staircase moves. I like this. Overall, I like this game. I like the way that I like the way it was designed. I'm gonna go heal. I'm gonna go heal up. And then we're going to hope Lenora isn't too much for us. We know it'll be Dark-type Pokemon. Honestly, we could get really lucky, though. It could be some more Sandiles, in which case we can just throw in Vaporeon, which should be able to absolutely annihilate them. Do we have anything crazy? What? Everybody's got something equipped to them, right? Okay. I think Jockington's is mostly useless right now. It's just something that would hurt someone if someone stole it from him. Okay. Let's save up. I think we did just save, but I'm one of those like over-savers. Saves way too frequently. It is me, Lenora. Well then, Challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you've so lovingly raised. It's true, we have put a lot of love and care into these Pokemon. Leader Wayne. With a Scraggy. Okay, Scraggy should be easy to deal with. I fucking love Scraggy's design, by the way. Look at this little goober. Look at her. So we're gonna start out with Fury Cutter. Oh no. If we get a couple of lucky hits in, especially despite Sand Attack. Okay. Okay, the fighting type is canceling us out, so... Poison Powder. I love how Scraggy's pants fall down as well. I fucking love the animation. Come on, come on. No! Oh my god! What? Okay, yeah, Vessel, get in here. Get in here, Vessel. Get in. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna water gun. We're gonna water gun you down. We're gonna get your little stretchy pants all wet. And on the inside, too. Yep, you're gonna be walking around in... Oh, that's probably why it nearly killed us, because our attack was raised. Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead and just heal up Jackenstein, because we don't know what that second Pokemon is gonna be. So maybe Jackenstein will be really useful. Gonna bring out Jockington. Ooh, Intimidate's good, so your attack is lowered. Acid. Okay, and then acid again. Right, super potion. Fucking forgot. God, you are awful. You suck. You, like, legitimately suck. Alright. Should have done this from the beginning, probably. Put you to sleep. Of course, your shed skin just gets rid of that. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was a every turn thing. I was pretty sure it wasn't. And I'm confused. God damn it. This absolute freak. My mouse disappeared. We're gonna heal Vessel. Confusion should be gone from Vessel. Oh my gosh. This thing is a menace. Just an absolute menace. It's almost respectable, you know? And Reflect wore off. And of course we hurt ourselves now. But if we can get off one more water gun, then I think we'll be in a pretty good position. Yeah, there we go. Now, who's next? Everybody got a little bit of experience. Lifer! Alright, Minor Chica, since you really, really, really like that purple cat, here's that purple cat's evolution. I don't know if you recall what this guy is. Yeah. Pursuit, hopefully that doesn't do a whole lot. That does a whole lot. If we're lucky, that was a really low roll, or high roll, and this will be a really low roll. Okay. Kitty cat! Yeah! I love it. This design actually doesn't get significantly messed up. Eat that cat. Yeah, that's what I did with your mom last night.
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass? What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass?
To the viewers that just came into that, I apologize for nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're more than just talented, you're motivated. I salute you. And Ekans Jockington gets to evolve. Hell yeah, let's go! Stronger Pokemon! Crunch. I love crunch. Crunchy. Now we can eat. Chat, now we can eat. We can eat the cat. We can eat all that ass. We can do what you want. We got this basic-ass badge from the Dark-type gem. What the fuck is Night Days? I don't care about what Retaliate does. Dear! Dear, come quickly! Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones! What's going on? Rhythm, you come too. Great, we gotta eat Kitty. We got all that ass, and now they're stealing some bones. There's so much going on. Gotta sleep soon? That's alright, Minor Chica. You go to sleep, we'll be finishing up here in around 30 minutes, and if you want to, you can catch it, actually probably tomorrow morning on YouTube. And that goes for the rest of you guys that are in chat. If you guys would like to check out our YouTube channel, they should be links in the About section down below. The VODs are all going to be going up on the VOD channel, and our beautiful editor is going to have some videos up soon for us to go on our regular channel. So be sure to check out and subscribe to the YouTube if you would like to, and if you want to leave us a follow on the stream so that you can catch the next streams, also go ahead and do that. Okay, perhaps I need to clarify because my editor just messaged me. The VOD will be up tomorrow morning. On the VOD channel. Our editor will not have the beginning video / videos up tomorrow morning. We will have those out soon, though, I'm told. Anyway, we got the dowsing machine. That's pretty solid. I knew there was a hidden item somewhere around here. Oh, it's a citrus berry. Oh, citrus berries are really good. Let's go. Then there's a Magmarizer. Okay. Useful if we ever get our hands on a Magmar. Anything else in town that I should be grabbing? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're gonna go to the Poke Center, heal up, and then we will... Actually, we should be looking at encountering our next Pokemon. Which is phenomenal news. We might be able to add a 5th member to our party today. I'm just super happy we managed to make it through that gem. For once it was the first Pokemon. Yeah, the gym leader's ace was just not that great. We're gonna grab 10 Great Balls. We're gonna save because we did a lot. We got a whole gym badge, we got the dowsing machine, so now we can actually look in future places and in some of the places we've already been for some more, I believe, should be randomized items. This leads to Pinwheel Forest. If they manage to scuttle off into the forest, we might have trouble. Well, unfortunately for you, they were already in the forest. That's where they mobilized from. They are deep set into the forest. Well, you see, there are 2 ways out of Pinwheel Forest. The road that goes straight and the path that winds through the woods. I will take the straight road after them. If they're not here, I'll block the exit. Will you please take the other way and check whether Team Plasma is hiding in there somewhere. You'll encounter a lot of trainers, but it's basically a single path, so I'm sure you won't get lost. Come on, let's do this for Lenora's sake. And unfortunately, true to my fears, which I didn't voice, we have to fight some trainers before we can go and catch a Pokemon. So let's hope this is nothing crazy. Okay, just some bugs. Not the worst thing. Task would actually be really good for this if we, Task would be really good for this if we still had any flying type moves, but we don't. I'm afraid Uproar might hit our friend here. Hypnosis, so fuck you. Go to sleep, Shelmet. Ouch. Fury Cutter was not what I was hoping for. You know what? Minor Chica may have left. But that doesn't mean we can't still eat some Pokemon in her name. Let's do Reflect. Get some defense going while we're setting up for a really strong fight. Hell yeah, Jockington. Intimidate those idiots. Oh, their attack fell, and we are making it to where their attacking moves do less damage. Oh, Task Manager, you are just... Yeah, Fury Cutter, huh? Yeah, how much that it didn't do. You're welcome. You're no longer poisoned. That's a problem. They're just gonna have to eat you. And now we're gonna swap out for something a little bit better. Come on, Vessel. Show these guys what you can do. Or in this case, these gals. We're lucky it's just these two fairly, relatively weak bugs, and not some absolutely terrible Eldritch abominations. So yeah, should be really simple, just crunch and water gun the heck out of this. Oh no, you're storing energy? It's a good thing you won't live to do anything with that. Everyone should get some experience from this. Congratulations, everyone. Y'all did great. Even greater if we knew what two Pokemon will do. I mean, y'all tell them what to do. Okay, so now we're gonna heal up and then fight this grunt. Mostly because I want to see if I can catch a 5th Pokemon before we end stream, because we only have about 15 minutes left today. I've been talking a lot to the stream chat today about going over to YouTube, so for the YouTube chat, if you've stuck around to the end of this particular VOD, make sure to leave a subscribe and a like down below. It helps me out a lot, or at least it will in the future when I'm able to do real things with this. Hey, Team Plasma Pansy. It feels like I'm fighting a lot of pansies lately. Was I fighting you earlier? Like, exactly you? I feel like it was someone else. I feel like it wasn't a Team Plasma dork. I don't really have anything that's specifically good against Steel type. I think they also had a Steel type. Was it specifically you? Like, I think they had a Clink. go ahead and crunch, see how that goes. Yeah, yep, just crunching is going to be the goal here. And this makes me worried for the wild Pokemon that I'm about to encounter. Because I think with that, we're pretty much on our way, set up to go and see a wild Pokemon. Save for good luck. Everybody in the chat, everybody at home, everybody on YouTube, raise your hands, give me some luck. Let's see what we've got. Yo, Terrakion. We're probably not getting a 5th today. So Terrakion's a really strong Pokemon. Oh, if only I had a quick ball. That I could at least make an attempt on that with. Hypnosis. Make its little eye sprites close. Vessel. I'm probably not going to kill it with a single water gun. I know it's a rock type, it's going to be super effective, and I'm a little bit higher level, but this is a legendary we're talking about. There's no way I accidentally kill it right here, right? Right? Right, chat? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I feel like the best thing we can do then is swap back to Task, put it back to sleep, and just throw some Great Balls at it. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Send in the Super Potion, hope it uses Leer or something this time, and really hope we don't miss with the Hypnosis. Yeah? Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Okay, Leer again. Good, but really, really bad. It avoided. We're switching. Because fuck that. Oh, paralysis. We can glare at it and give it paralysis. Okay. So hopefully it doesn't have any ground type moves. Alright, listen here. I need you to just relax and fall into a deep, deep state of paralysis. Like, I acknowledge that there is a pretty solid chance we're not catching this absolute beast here. I acknowledge that. But we are still going to put in the effort. We're going to sit here, we're going to make a genuine, solid attempt. Especially since this is a really strong Pokemon. This would be pretty cool to have. The only thing I'm thinking is that maybe we do counter. Because counter would be specifically the amount of HP that it expends on us, rather than doing an amount of damage based on our attack and its defense. So one threat here. We're running low on health restoratives. How do you have an Arbok? Isn't that post-game? Also, you're challenging the Swords of Justice. Isn't that also post-game? And why'd you say you were coming for Lenora? We just fought Lenora, so that's the title of the stream. And this is a randomizer, so things are random. This is a random encounter in the forest just outside of Lenora's gym battle. I hope that clears things up. Paralyzed. Good. This would be a really good addition to our party, but like I said, it's probably not happening. Really low catch rate. Especially if it keeps doing shit like that. Okay. Well. I'm thinking at this point we've just got to call it. The experience will be better than just running. So we're just going to have to take it down and then go heal up. And I'm thinking we're probably going to end the stream there. Today, chat. If you liked it, if you liked what little bit you caught, bored out of my mom's, feel free to give me a follow so you can see more of the streams. It's been a rough journey getting here. This is actually our 9th re-attempt at doing it because we kept failing. And sorry for the confusion. Next time I'll make sure to write in that it was a Pokemon random lock in the title of the stream. We'll get back in there and save so that we aren't super confused when we start up. Unfortunate missed attempt at a fifth Pokemon, fifth party member, but it is what it is. Alright. With that, it's been a great stream. It was really fun talking to everybody. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night and a rest of your week as well. Bye-bye, everyone.